Hello, guys. My name is Alberto, and welcome to the digitalization course. In this course, we will see what is the process of converting a drawing that we previously did by hand into a digital result. In order to follow the different content that we are going to talk about, I have organized these points: introduction, from the paper to a screen, tools and techniques, benefits of digital art, digitalize drawing step by step, and conclusion. Um, Introduction. If you are an artist or you love to draw, you know that creating art or designing on paper is the most satisfying way. We can use lines, colors, and shape without the limitation of the software. This is one of the reasons why artists and digital designers start their work on paper. The objective with this small tutorial is to learn the basic things that you need to know to convert our drawings into a digital product. First, I will show a more technical part where I explain the theory, and then I will show a video where I vectorize a picture so you can see the process while I'm explaining it. The process of converting something material into something digital has become very easy and accessible to everyone. We have a lot of tools and methods to do this. The way that we interact with the content has completely changed, and now everyone can create digital content whenever they want, and they don't need to be a graphic designer or digital artist. In this course, I give you one more tool so that you can create content in a free way because you don't have the limitation of the software. If you can draw whatever you want on Vectorize with the method that I'm gonna show you. Uh, for me, there are two main options to convert our drawings into digital products: Photoshop and Illustrator. These two programs are professional, and the problem is that you need to pay a license to have them. As a solution, we have GIMP and Inkscape, which have free license. This last program have some limitation compared to Photoshop and Illustrator, but you can still get a professional result. Okay, tools and techniques. We have different ways to convert our drawings and store the information. The first one will be through pixels. The pixel is the smallest unit of a picture, and it is placed in a two-dimensional grid. The resolution of a picture is determined by the amount of pixels that compose it. And the second way that we have is the vector. The vector is a graphical representation based on mathematical code. A vector is defined by its geometric features, position, size, shape, color, and style. The vector is very important element in the world of the digital design because of its adaptability without losing quality. Okay, which tools do we have to apply the vector of the pixel? For example, we have the pen in the program Illustrator, the Bezier curve in Illustrator 2, the brush in Photoshop, for example, the shape maker in Photoshop. Um, we have the same tools in the free program that I say before. Respect to the hardware that we can use, we have different types of hardware that we can use. For example, graphic tablets, table, mouses, tactile screen, etc. The graphic tables should be the most comfortable to work with, but the main problem with the graphic table is that they are usually very expensive. But there are some types more accessible that don't have a screen. On the benefits that we can have by converting our work into a digital product, we have, for example, the adaptability to the different platform, the cost that you save for the materials, papers, pencil, etc., and the number of transformation that you can give to your work thanks to the editing tools of the programs. Another very interesting thing is that you can store your work in different formats and save multiple copies. Um, when we create a digital product, the best option is always to use the vector. Why? Normally, when we design a logotype, a poster, an illustration, normally we want to use the product on a screen of different size and with different resolution. And one feature of the vector is that allow us to increase or decrease the size of our design without losing quality. Okay, and the next point is vectorize step by step. I'm gonna show you what is the process to vectorize a draw. Okay, I'm gonna show you a video of how to the process of creating a drawing to vectorize completely will be. The first things that we had to do is open the program with which we want to work. In this case, Illustrator. When we have the drawing open, we have to go to the open file section, and now we have to select the drawing that we have previously made on paper and that we have pasted to the computer through a photo or, for example, a scan. Once the file is open, we have to lock the layer and apply, in this case, the tool with which we want to transform the drawing into a digital product. Remember that Illustrator uses vector, so whenever we apply, the shape will be vectorized. Okay, the next step is to select the appropriate tool. In Illustrator, the vectorize the drawing. In Illustrator, there are several options available for vectorizing, like pencil, pen, or the choice of tool will depend of the style and level of detail you want to get in your vectorized drawing. If you choose the pencil tool, you can trace over the original drawing using clicks and stroke to create smooth and curved lines. You can adjust the precision and the smoothness of your stroke by modifying the tool setting. If you prefer to use the pen tool, you can create precise control stroke by selecting key points and adjusted curve and line as in need. This tool may require a little more practice and precision, but it gives you more control over the vectorization of the drawing. Um, in the case of Photoshop, we will follow a similar process. We open the file, we put as we want, and then we'll have to lock the layer and create a new one to make a stroke on top of the drawing. Obviously, this practice is a basic explanation of how to vectorize, but I invite you to explore the tools and program to have more control over what you are going to do. Okay, the conclusion. In conclusion, we have learning the advantages of converting a drawing into a digital version, as well as the tools and software available for this process. We have also provide a step-by-step guide. Before finishing, I would like to recommend the game or application, the Baser game. This game is very funny because you can practice how would be to vectorize a picture with the Illustrator pen tool without having the program downloaded. I will leave the link in the description, so you can access it directly. If you practice a lot, it will be easier to vectorize your drawing. Converting your drawings into a digital version can open up new possibilities and opportunities for personal or professional use. I invite you to give it a try and see what you can create. Okay, guys, now I leave you a video where I make a complete digitalization process in Photoshop. I hope you enjoy it and learn more about to convert the image. Hello again. I hope you like the video. This is only a small part because then you have to color and finish the art the way you like, but I think it will be useful for you to understand better the process.